Need to fix something. There we go. Alright, so I just made an emblem. This is the final result. This is a how to make video. And you're gonna want to get a square, and then you want to make it like. Next thing you want to do is you want to make your UWU, which is the next thing you want to do is you're gonna grab 2 U's and a W. I recommend linking the U and the W together so that way like they're lined up. And then once you're doing this, you want to put the W in the end and make sure it's equal spacing. And then once you're done with that, you can move on to the next step, which is doing the shrugging emoticon. And the shrugging emoticon is 2 parentheses. Recommend also linking these together when making them, so that way they're evenly spaced out. Once you do this, you're gonna want to get a macaroni, I think it's called. Yeah, I think it's called a macaroni. And then you want to get 2 of these, which if I'll quickly go over here, it is right there, half tube. You're gonna want to use one of those, and then a macaroni for the mouth, I guess. And then for the arms and hands, I recommend using another half tube for this part, and then use another half tube for like the arm. Also, I recommend using freescale instead of fixed scale, just so you can get a thicker line. And then you're gonna copy and paste all of those pieces, and then just flip it to the other side. So fix it up as we're here. Alright. And then once you do all of that, you'll have your shrugging complete. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and link all of those. I'm gonna unlink these real quick, cause these are all the pieces I didn't use. Like they're all like outside of the frame. So we have UWU. There's a hidden 115 right there. It's right there. I prefer to keep it that color though. Just to make it a little bit harder to see. And the hardest part of all of this, the eyes. Now, if you really like hurting yourself and or torture, this is probably for you. Cause the eyes were the most tormenting part. Alright, to do this, to do the eyes, I'm gonna make a whole new emblem. I'm just gonna do 1 pair of eyes, and I'm gonna enlarge it for you guys. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is you want to go grab a circle outline, and well, first you're gonna want to make this like whatever color you want. In this case, I'm gonna make it pink for the example. if I can find it. Oh, we're just gonna make that shade. It really doesn't matter what shade it is. And then once you do that, you're gonna make a color that looks good. And then you're gonna choose a color that looks good. And then what you wanna do is you're gonna take that color and you're gonna put it down to 70% opacity. This color's wrong. Alright, there we go. And the next thing you want to do is you want to grab this piece. You're not gonna like change it or anything. All you're doing is doing that. And the next thing you want to do, well, you're not gonna put a white. Well, I'm not gonna put on a white background because that make it hard to see. And then what you're gonna do is you want to take a whole circle. And you want to put it right there. I'm gonna make it blue for the sake of the example. And we're gonna make it exactly the size of the inside of that half circle. The outline circle. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to icons and you're gonna choose the flower. This is probably the most annoying part to do. And you're gonna make that right there. Alright. And if you don't get it right there, you're kinda screwed. Because if you don't get it in the middle, you have to go through all of that again. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll down, I think, until we find it. Alright, no we're not. Alright, so the next thing you're gonna do is not any of that, but hold on. Oh yeah, you're gonna want to find a saw blade. And once you find the saw blade, is that in tools? Alright, I'll be back. I'm just gonna save that. I'm gonna go back to this one. And I'm gonna just link all of this together. I'm gonna press save group, custom decal 1, saved. Save changes. Go back into this one, and now we go to decal groups over here, and basically that's what it should look like. That's what we're going for. We're just gonna ungroup all of these. What decal is that? Alright, I don't know exactly what decal that is, but I know it's in there somewhere. Is it in patterns? Not in patterns. Also, if you don't like using not that, but if you don't like using this for the eye, I'm fairly certain you can go to patterns over here and go to the very bottom and choose this one instead, and it'll probably look just as good, if not better. Go ahead and move that all the way. I seriously cannot find where I found this saw blade. It's in here. Right here, circular saw. Just make sure that's it. Yeah, the circular saw right here. So then what you're gonna wanna do is, you see that really tiny hole? You're gonna make it small enough so that it fits inside that hole. Just like that. And then we're gonna take our buddy old pal circular outline, and then we're gonna make it like center around where you put your circular saw. Now, just for you guys to make it easier to see, I'm gonna change the circular saw's color. Quite frankly, the other one took me a lot longer. It's because it's a lot more difficult and a lot more annoying. And I'm just... Also, another new tool they added is copy and pasting. So, press the touchpad, press R3, you now have a copy of that thing. Just like that. And that is how you make the UWU with shrugging emoticon, I guess. Yeah, this is my emoticon. You see it? It's probably found me. Alright, and goodbye.